Right, let's be real. When we're at school, half of the stuff we learn, we don't even use it in our everyday lives when we leave school. In this video, I'm going to teach you 5 crucial skills that everyone needs to have in their toolbox. Now, when I left school, I've done a number of different things. I've had different experiences from sport, working in construction, project management, being a parent, and master these 5 skills. No matter who you are, whether you're a business owner, you've just left school, you're a cleaner, anyone. If you can master these skills, you are going to level up and be the best version of yourself. Let's get into it. Number 1, communication. No matter what you do, no matter who you are, you need to be a good communicator. Speak to people. If you're unsure of something, ask the question. Do not be afraid to speak up, because if you don't speak up, then you're not going to know the answer to whatever you're trying to figure out. For example, if you're on the footy field and at training and you don't know a certain play, you're scared to speak to the coach and ask the question. You might be a young lad, you might like a certain girl, and go and ask her out. Go and speak to her. If you don't ask, you don't get. And another thing is it creates opportunities. All right, if you're going out and you're chatting to people, you might be after a job, or you might be after anything. You're at a certain venue and you're having a chat to people. It creates opportunities. It's not what you know, it is who you know. And that is a fact. All right, and I've experienced this growing up and speaking to people, and it creates opportunities. This is going to lead on to my next one, which is number 2, building relationships. So building a good relationship with anyone creates opportunities, and it makes your life easier. So building good relationships is going to help you in your everyday life. If you're a business owner and you've got good relationships with your clients, and they're giving you regular work because you're a good person, they know you're a good person, and you build good relationships with those people, and that creates business for you. Now, it can be anything. It can be sport, it can be jobs, it can be your family, your friends. Just be a good person. Be a likable person, create a good relationship, spread the love, and it'll benefit you. I can guarantee it, all right? And sometimes I know that's hard, because I've been there in the past where I've been burnt by people, and I wanted to say something to certain people, but I knew if I said something, it could potentially affect me down the track. Now, I never said anything to this certain person who didn't pay me some money. I shouldn't really be saying this. But look, just be a good person, build good relationships, don't burn your bridges. And what I mean by that is, sometimes in life, someone might annoy you and do the wrong thing to you, yeah? This is for the young generation. Growing up, if someone's bothering you or does the wrong thing, fair enough, you have to deal with it. And I understand there's different situations. However, if you can bite your tongue and just be the bigger person, walk away, forget it, all right? There'll be a time in the future where that could benefit you. You know what I mean? So just think about that. Number 3, body language. Now, this is more sort of aimed at the younger generation. I'll give you an example of what body language is, yeah? So a firm handshake when you meet someone. Look them in the eye, shake their hand. Nice to meet you, give them a smile, look them in the eye. Your posture, look at your posture. If you're slouching and you sat in your chair and it looks like you don't care. It's about how you look when you're speaking to someone. Active listening. When someone's talking, don't be doing this, yeah? I'll give you an example. If a footy coach or a coach approaches this young lad and they say, look, you know what? I'm really interested. I want to come and I want to have a chat with you. Let's meet at the cafe. All right, turns up at the cafe. So little Jimmy's there. He turns up and the coach looks him in the eye, goes to shake his hand. He does a little sloppy handshake like this and sits in his chair and he pulls out his phone. He's slouched around and he's just like this. The coach is talking. He's just like this. Waitress comes over and, what do you want to drink, guys? Oh, just a coffee. He's on his phone. Yeah. That is not the way to go, all right? When you meet him, you shake the coach's hand, you look him in the eye. Hey, mate, nice to meet you. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Sit down. Posture. Look at him in the eye. Get your posture right. And Look like you're actually listening rather than you're sat on your phone and you're slouched and you're looking out the window. It's important, guys. You need to look and like you're interested, even if you're not, because it can create an opportunity for you. Don't act like an idiot. Sometimes you have to just do things you don't want to do. Even if you don't like the person, you might not like him, but look, just look interested. Have a chat, it could create a better opportunity for you. Number 4, now I believe this is a big one for anyone in life, because life's not perfect. It might be now, but I can guarantee throughout your life, you are going to experience some challenges. We all are. And it's not nice. Stay ready. All right, number 4, stay ready for anything, mentally and physically. Okay, if you're looking after your body, your health is wealth. Go to the gym, train, exercise, eat well, sleep well, hydrate well. Don't put stuff in your body what's just not good. All right, do some research if you're not sure. Get outside, get some sunlight in the morning, go for a walk. The reason why I'm saying this is because you need to be mentally strong and physically strong. Do hard things. Do some physical exercise that's going to make you struggle. You're going to struggle, and that'll prepare you mentally for future things that, you know, you might not be able to deal with. But if you're going to the gym and you're dealing with those demons in the gym, hopefully that'll transfer and you can deal with those demons a little bit better than if you wasn't. If you're going home after work eating rubbish and just slouching around, you're not going to feel good, and you're not going to be good either. Now, being physically fit and strong, stay ready, man. Because I'm telling you now, there is some weirdos out there. I've seen some weird stuff online, and you know, people who've left school and teenagers, and you might get into a fight. Learn jiu-jitsu, because you don't want to be punching someone in the face and then they bang their head on the floor and things like that. That's not the way to go. Fair enough, you have to defend yourself, but learn jiu-jitsu. Be ready, man, for what life can throw at you. All right, that's just a tip. Be ready, mentally and physically. Okay. The last one, number 5, is positivity. Now, I believe this is a massive one, and it's a very difficult thing to do. I struggle with it too. I got kids, and sometimes, you know, you've had a big day and you come home and they're misbehaving or whatever. Try and take a positive out of a negative every time, no matter what the situation is. And I know that's very, very, very difficult to do. But if you can do that, if you think positive, I believe positive things are going to happen. Visualize things that you want to do. Meditate, go outside, do some breath work. You know what I do sometimes when I've got time in the morning? I'll go outside. First thing you try and do is get some sunlight, do some stretching, and then you sit there and do some deep breathing. Close your eyes, 20 deep breaths in, and then hold the last one. Do that 3 or 4 times. Now, I'm not a medical expert. I'm not a breathwork person, but that's just what I do. And I tell you what, I feel amazing after I've done it. Now, positivity is a big one, and I'm trying to teach that to my young fella at the moment. He's 9 years old, and I had him in here in the office the other day, and I had a chat with him, and I said, Aston, I want you to write down 5 things that you're grateful for, that you're happy that you have. And I've taught him well, because, you know, I taught him family is important. Your health is important. I can't remember what the other ones was. But, you know, you get the point of my story, yeah? Is none of this shit matters. All these materialistic things don't matter. Your health matters, and your family, and being positive. You know, come home from work, try and be positive, because guaranteed, if you're positive, then your son will be positive. And then your wife will be positive. And then if you come home with negative, then that's going to have a knock-on effect on other people. So stay positive. I hope this video has helped, and I hope you can incorporate those life skills into your everyday life, because I know and I believe that that'll make you a better person and you will level up. Write some shit down. Let's just lock in and get it going. Peace. See you in the next one.